My ladies, I heard that these days it's Odogwu with a strong erotic accent that is the intentional man. Hey, Chineke, how many of you have watched the Love in Every Word movie? How many times have you watched it? Anyway, I've only watched it once. I only need to watch it once to get the story, but my darlings, that is a movie. Are you holding your ears? That is a movie. That is not how Igbo men do. Yeah, I'm saying this as an unadulterated Anambra blood. Yeah, at Anambra, unadulterated. You have to take it from me more than anybody else. Yeah, if you go back to the 7th generation of my bloodline, I am Anambra still. So when growing up, I watched my Anambra brothers that are older than me, how they behave while growing up. I watched my Anambra brothers that are my age mates, how they behave. And now, having grown up, you guys know that I'm an old woman. I am watching my Anambra brothers, the new generation Anambra brothers. That's not how they do. And I heard that you guys no longer question men that are 45 years old but not yet married. Why? Because he's Odogwu Pararanra. I mean, I was like, nobody, I have not seen anybody talk about his age. In Igbo land, let me tell you, if you're in your 30s, yeah, I know that the pressure is on women to get married, you know, the girls, the females to get married. Get married, bring husband, this and that, but even for men, there's an age you get to. They will call meeting for you to find out if there's one mother that tied you up somewhere that made you not to marry. So please, we should question that. It's not normal for a man to be 45 years old and has never been married. No, a 45-year-old man looking for whom to marry is either divorced or widowed. Is that the word for men? I've never used this word before. Is it widowed or widowed? Anyway, yeah, that's it. So you have to ask questions, but nobody asked this question. I've not seen a single comment. I mean, I've not been through all the comments on social media, but I've seen majority of them. Yeah, I've seen all the viral posts about this, and I've not seen anybody question. The only thing everybody's intentional man, and that here and there. I don't even know when you guys threw away aesthetics, especially in this modern generation, yeah, of social media. A man that speaks sopre is the in thing, the aesthetics. And trust me, while for my generation, the way somebody speaks, I mean, person speaks good English, it doesn't matter if he speaks it with a Igbo accent or Hausa accent or Yoruba accent or a Kwebom accent, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the guy know they blow, know they throw bombs. I hope YouTube doesn't censor this video because I said that word. As long as you're not blowing obo, grammatical errors where your subject does not agree with your object, yeah, we don't care if you're speaking like from my generation. But I know that for this generation, it's very important. Bring the aesthetic, you know. When the girl has spent her time leveling up, that's what you guys call it now. Leveling up, you level up, you have this foreign accent, you have the online aesthetic. You come and be marrying somebody that wears beads and red caps as his everyday attire, not bathed up. Like you want a guy that dresses up, you know, like a young guy. But because of this movie, Omoni Oboli, now you don't do this one though. Because of this movie, you guys have thrown away aesthetics. You are now going after a man that already has 32. How many houses did he say that he had? That's not normal. If you're a young girl in your 20s and a guy that is about your age, I mean by about your age, I mean somebody that is older than you by say 5 years, which is normal for husband and wife age gap. Don't expect that kind of guy. That means that the guy is about 30 or early 30s. Don't expect him to be spoiling you like that, buying you $17,000. In fact, some of the scenes in that movie, I'm wondering why they even like exaggerated it so much. Which one is 17,000 dollars? Not even naira, dollars worth of jewelry. Who does that? It's not normal. The Odogwu was outrageously rich. Yeah, it's he's like in the 0.01% of wealthy people. So don't use him as a yardstick. He was spoiling the girl with gifts and all that. Your average Omata man or average Igbo man with that is in the right age of marriage, in his 30s, will not have that kind of money to be spoiling you. Will not have that kind of time either, because probably the guy is working in an office just like you, so he wouldn't have time to be flying in and out to come and see you all the time. No. So please, please, please do not use Odogwu Pararanra. Do not use Obiora. That's his name, right? Do not use the guy as a yardstick. Please, I've seen a lot of you. Before you register your prayer point at the altar of God, know what is realistic and what is not realistic, please. An Igbo man, an Omata man for that matter. Omata is Onisha Market Traders Association. Yeah. When you say Omata, it means a guy that is a businessman in Onisha. When an Omata, because that's what the guy is portrayed as, that he lived in Onisha, so he's an Omata man. Please don't go and tell an Omata man that you don't like him because of his accent. Yeah. Carry it in your heart. If it's because of his accent that you don't want to marry him, or because he blows up, please don't say it. Just say you don't want and go your way. Yes, every reason is valid. You guys have seen the video, my own video on this channel, this video, where I talked about all my reasons, or some of my reasons why I rejected suitors here. Any reason you think is your own reason for rejecting somebody is valid. Never mind that I believe that rejecting someone, that person ticks all the boxes and it's just accent, is flimsy, it's not enough reason. Yeah, even me, I'm telling you that one, but all your reasons are valid. Instead of you to marry someone and hoping that he will start speaking super, he will go from Igbotic accent to super. Igbotic accent, no, they go. In Igbo, we say, you can't learn something new at old age. Yeah. So, once an Igbotic accent, or somebody has an Igbotic accent, you will always have it, especially men. I know women can learn these things. I'm coming to that one where you guys said that you will learn to be feminine like Chioma. I'm coming to that one. Women can learn these things. That's why you have a lot of leveling up videos online where ladies learn something, learn a certain way of life, learn a certain kind of behavior. But men cannot. Even the Omata guy will finish you with mouth and say, you that is speaking American accent, how many houses have you built with that accent? They will abuse you and litter you there. No Omata man will have that kind of patience. People will be listening to the fact that you don't like him because of his accent. Accent to walk. Don't even say that. Nobody will have that kind of patience for you. And then another thing, the ladies, the comments I see everywhere. Oh, Chioma is so feminine, this and that. She has a feminine aura. This Andrea. Is it the same movie is it the same movie that you and I watched? You guys that are saying that feminine aura thing. Have you forgotten the opening scene? This is actually the opening scene in the movie, where she was, where she was with her other boyfriend, her boyfriend of 2 years, the one that was wasting her money. What kind of aura was she projecting there? This is to tell you that the aura you project, if you like, go and learn, go to finishing school and go and learn how to be a lady, how to be feminine, how to exude aura even when you're angry. If you marry the wrong person will frustrate you and bring out that your that's your Raz aura. If you have Raz aura in you, if you're with somebody that annoys you, if you're with somebody that does not take the lead, if you're with somebody that does not protect you, look, you come out and fight for yourself. You see how Odogwu finished her boss when Choma's boss called her at 3 a.m. You see how Odogwu stood up and finished, and she was there doing lady. Oh, please don't. If you're in such a situation and a man doesn't fight for you, you fight for yourself. Oh. Two people cannot be exuding gentleman aura, you be exuding feminine aura. No. If you have somebody that is leading, somebody that is going to be the alpha person in the relationship, you relax and be playing feminine aura, because somebody else is already fighting the fight for you. Why do you need to fight again? So that will teach you to be mindful of the kind of people that you choose to spend the rest of your life with. If you choose somebody that is, for instance, in that her relationship with her her boyfriend of 2 years, she's the alpha person she's the alpha in the relationship. So you can see she even slapped him, finished him, threw him out with. Is there any feminine aura in that scene? Then as soon as she met Odogwu, the person that is taking the responsibility, that allowed her to be in her feminine, like exude her feminine aura, you guys started shouting feminine, feminine, feminine. You forgot her, what's the name of that boyfriend? So, I can't remember. Yeah, it was just one scene that sent the message. Anyway, what else did I want to talk about? Her friends. Yeah, I have to give it to her friends. Her friends in that movie, they tried, in that they were not the kind of superficial friends that will even be the ones laughing about the guy's accent. Rather, they were the ones trying to make her see reason why accent is nothing. Okay? So, yeah. Pray to have good friends that will talk sense to you when you are not acting sensibly. Okay? They talk sense into her. Which one be accent? I mean, her story about not wanting the guy is even better. Is a much better reason that she saw her father in the man. That's a more serious reason than telling someone that you don't like his accent, you're not going to accept to marry him because of his accent. What else did I'm not here to criticize the movie or review the movie. You watch it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, I'm not going to make you watch it. It has already got 10 million views. I know that some people say that they watched it several times, but at least a lot of people have seen that movie. If somebody like me will go and watch the movie, then everybody has watched the movie, because I'm not someone that runs to go and watch Nollywood movies. Yeah, because the scripts are usually similar as far as I'm concerned. Actually, there's another video or another movie on Omoni Oboli's channel. That one I watched it last year, I think. That one is Betting on Love. Yeah, I actually prefer that movie to this one. That movie is more realistic, because the girl was the one with the money, or she's seen as the one with the money, because in Nigeria we don't regard blue collar jobs. The guy was a motor mechanic, so the guy may probably be making more money than the girl, but because the girl works in corporate and all that, there's no dignity of labor in our country, so mechanics are being looked down upon. So that's actually a more realistic love story for me, for a guy his age and a girl her age, rather than this story where I don't know how old the girl was in the movie. I don't know if they mentioned her age. I remember where the guy was saying, I know your age, but I don't really know if he said it, but the guy's age was mentioned. I heard that one anyway. So if you heard about that one, can you let me know how old is Chioma in the movie? So it's not realistic for a man that is single, that is 45 years old and still single, looking for it's not realistic, because his age matches his wealth, but it's not realistic for most men that will be coming for your hand in marriage when you are at the age of getting married. Ladies, this video is for you, all right? Anyway, but this one is good, but like I said, I prefer Betting on Love. Go to Omoni Oboli TV on her YouTube channel and look for Betting on Love. It's Bam Bam as well. You see Bam Bam bringing out her feminine aura, even when the guy is seen as not so rich. So it's not like her boyfriend in this Love in Every Word was bringing out her Raz aura, but that one that one, not that he was dependent on her, he was probably making his own hidden money, because like I said, blue collar jobs, people that work in blue collar jobs make a lot of money, but because it's not the right aesthetic, it's a dirty job, it's presumed that people that work in such jobs did not go to school and all that, they're looked down upon. But the guy was not dependent on her. That's different. So yeah, that's a more realistic. Watch that one and go by that one, to be honest. But this one, it's not realistic, I have to tell you. I don't want to go into the argument of what men do or what men don't, because which man will come to propose to you and buy the building and all that, like all that show of money and all that? I don't know. For me, the movie is not realistic. Let me just say, it's a good movie, well acted. All the parts from, I mean, how many people there were? Like 9, or at most 9 people that were major actors in that movie. But yeah, they created other people in the movie which we did not get to see, but we could feel them in the movie because the acting was very good, writing was very good as well. So they talked about Chioma's dad, but we didn't see her dad. They talked about one Shego, her colleague, that her boss was taking her job and giving to the her accounts, the accounts she was managing, and giving to the guy. We didn't see the guy, but we knew enough about him to actually create a picture of him in our head. It's great acting. Even for her friends, they acted like everybody in that movie acted. Even her own colleague, not her boss in the office, her colleague, that's Chioma's colleague, everybody acted so well in that movie. I like it, the acting. I can't fault the acting, but the story itself, like the impression they created about the guy, is not realistic. I wouldn't say it's realistic, and it kind of pains me that this is the movie on her channel that went viral like that. I just hope that people will discover that Betting on Love truly, because after seeing this, they may decide to go and check out her other movies. I prefer that story of, it's more realistic as far as I'm concerned than this one. All those things they wrote about Odogwu, what Odogwu can take, all those Odogwu going to sleep in her house and all that. No, Odogwu will chase you. Yeah, Odogwu will tell you, I'll marry you. Like a lot of us Anambra girls married to Anambra men have that kind of story to tell, that they meet the man at first, the man is already talking about marriage. Not necessarily you must be my wife in the way that he said it, but most Igbo men, when they want to marry you, they know on the first day they see you. Yeah, because I wouldn't say that it's love at first sight, but as long as they've heard good things about a girl, they already want to marry the girl, or they even know your mother. Maybe they don't. I've talked about this enough in those 2 videos. Go and watch them. Once some people know your mother, they may not even know the girl's mom. As long as his own parents or his relatives that are trying to find a wife for him speaks good of the girl's mom, they already assume that every girl or every daughter of that woman, for instance my mom, they'll just assume that every daughter of my mom is a good wife material. They don't care how the girl behaves, so long as it's this woman that they're seeing, that they know, that raised this child, that child is a wife material. They forget that, as we say, a mother can train all the children, but not all of them will not turn out the same. But Igbo men go by that. They say they don't worry about your own character initially. They just say, okay, there are no stories, there are no bad stories about this family. The woman that raised the child, the daughter, the girl is good, is a good woman, is perceived as a good woman in the society. Ahead, they tell you straight on that this is marriage. If it works out, if you like, we'll go on to get married. That's how we marry in Igbo land, to be honest. Or at least in Anambra State, that's how a majority of marriages happened. So, all these modern people that say, oh, I don't like this marriage of, how do you call it, matchmaking marriage of the old. You don't like that one, but you're signed up to a dating site. Is that not matchmaking? That dating app is matchmaking you with other people, because you go there and write the things you want in a man, you write the things you are about yourself, you write the things you want in a man. The app will match you, will show you people that match your what you want, or match your personality and all that. So it's still matchmaking of sorts. So if you can agree for an app to matchmake you, why can't you agree for human beings to matchmake you? Anyway, I just came back. That's what I said. Let me come and talk to you now and tell you about this before you enter one chance and say that it's Odogwu Pararanra, or before you start this is what you now expect from men. Odogwu. No, that Odogwu is not the norm. It's not common. It's not your normal Odogwu. It's not your average Odogwu. That Odogwu that is 45 years old. When a 45-year-old man comes to you for marriage now, will you agree? If you're in your 20s, will you agree? Odogwu that wears red hat or red cap and beads to come and propose to you, will you not call him, look at this emotic man? But a lot of times, good things are wrapped in rough packages. See you soon.